What sellers do not realize about price reductions. When your home doesn't sell, most people tell you one thing: drop the price. But that advice and the timing of it can either save your sale or destroy your leverage. Because the truth is, price reductions aren't just about numbers, they're about psychology, momentum, and perception. And when handled the wrong way, they can quietly cost you thousands and tens and thousands of dollars without even realizing it. So in this video, I'm breaking down the truth behind price reductions, what most sellers don't understand, what buyers are really thinking about, and how to use pricing strategy for your advantage, not your downfall. And why does this matter? Every home tells a story, but once it sits too long, that story changes. Buyers start asking, why hasn't it sold? Is there something wrong with it? Maybe the seller is getting desperate. And once that narrative starts, it's hard to change unless you understand how to control perception with the right strategy at the right time. And that's what we are diving in today. Not just when to adjust your price, but how to think like a strategist, not an emotional seller. Hi, this is Rima Rafeh, broker and team leader with the Rafeh Group here at eXp Realty in Santa Clarita Valley. I've helped hundreds of families sell their homes in all kinds of markets, hot, cold, and everything in between. And what I've learned in this, the right pricing strategy is more powerful than any marketing, staging, or open houses. If you want to sell smart, not scared, hit that subscribe button because this is one of the most important conversations sellers can ever have. So let's start with the hardest part: emotions. Because most of the sellers, the biggest obstacle to success isn't the market, it's their attachment and their mindset. They all think that their home is different. Every seller mostly have the same mindset, thinking that my home is different. And every seller thinks their home is special. And you know what? You're absolutely right. It is special to you. But the market does not buy your memories, it buys what it can compare to. That's where so many sellers get stuck. They price based on pride, not position. And let's talk about the comparison trap. They say, but my neighbor's house sold for $950,000, for example. Yes, but your neighbor's house had remodeled kitchen, a view, a lot, and sold in totally different market climate 6 months ago. Pricing emotionally leads to disappointments, and disappointments leads to panic pricing later. That's when sellers end up doing multiple reductions instead of one smart strategic adjustment. I had a seller here in Santa Clarita, and he said, I just want to test the market for a few weeks. We listed the property for $50,000 above my recommendation, and after 30 days, we had not even a single offer. When we dropped it to the right range, we had 3 offers in 2 days. Here's what I told my client: the market tested you. That's why price is never a guess, it's a strategy. If you get it wrong, the market will correct it for you. And that's what a price reduction really is. So here's when we shift our mindset a little bit and knowing that pricing isn't emotional, it's mathematical storytelling. You're telling the market how confident, realistic, and motivated you are, and the market responds accordingly. And let's talk about how overpricing hurts you before you even do a price reduction. Most sellers don't realize that by overpricing early on, they're digging a hole that gets deeper every week from their home sits. Every listing has what I call a 21-day window of magic. That's when your home is fresh, exciting, and full of curiosity. Agents show it, buyer bookmark it, you are top of mind. But the longer you sit, the more invisible you become. By the day 30, you're no longer a new opportunity. You are what's wrong with it, what's wrong with that listing. See, online platforms track engagements. So when buyers see a listing that's been sitting on the market for 40, 50, 60 days, they assume the worst. Algorithms stop promoting it, agents stop recommending it. And you've turned your strongest market tool, momentum, into your biggest obstacle. Even if you finally get an offer, buyers negotiate harder on stale listings. They know you lost leverage. They'll push for credits, for repairs, or lower terms. And if you accept, congratulations, you just done hidden price reductions through negotiation. So here's my tip. The best reduction is always when it happens early, intentional, and backed by data. No emotion and no panic. Now let's flip the script. What's happening in the buyer's mindset when they see your home? Buyers love momentum. They want what everyone else wants. If they think a home is getting attention, they act fast. If they think no one wants it, they wait or they lowball it. And buyers watch patterns. When a buyer sees a home listed for 60 days, 2 price drop, a $30K difference from the original price, they assume they're desperate. Let's offer even less. But here's the good news, the power of new price. And the words new price have power. They reset curiosity, re-engage watchers, and sometimes attract a brand new buyer's pool. When done right, a price adjustment can feel like a relaunch, not a retreat. Have you ever noticed a home go new price and suddenly it sells? That's not magic, that's strategic reset. Drop a comment if you've seen that happen in your neighborhood. Let's talk about the wrong way. Tiny reduction, reducing price by only $5,000 here and there. That doesn't move the needle. It just signals uncertainty. Dropping the price too late, waiting until day 90, that means buyers have already labeled you as overpriced and you'll need a deeper cut to make noise again. And the silent adjustment. And what I mean by that, changing your price quietly online without remarketing it is a total waste. No one knows it even happened. And let's talk about price reduction the right way. Look at comparable sales and see where you've missed the buyer window and drop strategically, not emotionally. Relaunch with energy, announce it, fresh new price, update your video thumbnail, repost with the story. We've adjusted to meet your buyer demand. Come see why this home deserves a second look. And timing of the week. Wednesday or Thursday works best. Buyers are planning their weekend tours. So they are looking at homes that they want to tour for the weekend. Make sure your timing is right. And create urgency again. Offer a buyer incentives, home warranty, or closing cost credit to grab their attention while momentum rebuilds. So we had a listing in Saugus that sat on the market for 45 days. Instead of us just dropping 10K, we restaged it, reshot it with new video, and dropped the price $25,000 to psychologically price point from $825 to $799. That single move triggered 4 offers in 48 hours and sold for $810,000. Why? Because the new pricing reached a new audience and reactivated old ones. And let's talk about the true cost of delay. Here's what most sellers never calculate: the hidden cost of waiting too long to reduce. Every month your home sits unsold, you are paying your mortgage, your taxes, your utilities, your insurance, and easily $4,000 to $8,000 a month. So while you're saying let's wait for the right buyer, the clock is draining your equity. And let's talk about opportunity cost. If your plan is to sell and buy another home, you're also losing out on locking into your next mortgage rate or getting into your new property before prices rise again. And let's talk about reputation cost, agent stock and buyer stock. If a home sits too long, even the perception in the agent's community changes. They assume the seller's difficult or unrealistic. That affects showings and negotiations before a buyer even walks in. In reality and in real estate, time does not heal overpriced listing. It hurts them. The longer you wait to adjust, the deeper the cut has to be. Now let's get tactical, because smart agents don't wait for a listing to go stale. They plan ahead. When I list a property, I tell my sellers up front, if you don't have serious activity or offers by day 21, we have to revisit the price. That way, we are proactive, not reactive. And leverage the market feedback. Feedback from buyers and showing agent is your data. If multiple people say it's a little small for the price, or we love it, but it's just out of our range, they're not rejecting the home, they are rejecting the price perception. And whenever we do a price change, we also change the marketing look. New photos, headlines, or staging tweak. This refresh makes the listing feel live again. And don't drop just from 810 to 805. That's not gonna do you much. A drop, at least if a house is 810, at least drop to 799. Buyers shop in round numbers brackets online. That's how you capture a whole new pool of eyes without cutting more than necessary. And here's how top sellers win. They price for momentum, not perfection. Let's talk about the timeline. For example, week 1 to 2, launch with powerful marketing professional photos and optimized pricing. Week 3, evaluate. Did you get offers or only showings? Week 4, if no offers, consider adjustment. Don't wait for silence to turn the stagnation. One of my favorite sellers here in Santa Clarita said, I would rather adjust early and control the narrative than let the market write it for me. That's exactly what we did. Listed right, adjusted fast, sold strong, and they walked away with $32,000 more than if they waited for another 30 days. So price reductions do not mean failure. They mean you are paying attention. Sellers who adjust early win. Sellers who cling to yesterday's pricing lose leverage, lose time, and lose money. Price is strategy, timing is leverage, and transparency builds trust with buyers. If your home's been sitting on the market and you're not sure why, reach out to us. Let's analyze it together. We look at the numbers, the feedback, the competition, and make a plan that gets you results. So if this video gave you clarity, hit that like button and subscribe, because every week I drop content that helps you, the sellers, protect their equity and make confident moves in today's market. Please drop a comment below. How long do you think is too long before adjusting your price? I'll be reaching out and replying personally, and maybe your story will help another seller avoid the same mistakes. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and see you on the next one.